Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Tuesday. What is today? Today's election day. And so I am going to be out at some of the polling places helping some candidates get elected today. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. But so I'm doing this from my truck this morning. Won't have video much. It'll make it better and easier to communicate. So we'll be going to voice only. But I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that you get out and vote today if you've not done so already. And so looking forward to our conversation with Dave today. Got a few things to talk about.
7 Highland. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. I'm glad you're here today. It's 8:36. 24 now before 9. We're going to check in on your money and find out what's going on Wall Street. And we can go just about anywhere and find out what's happening. That's the wonders of electronics. Because we had Phillip Statler from Statler Financial Services in his car where he's doing some poll worker work today. So we kind of got you on location today, don't we, Phillip?
We do. I'm sitting out here in the parking lot waiting to go hold my sign out in front of a polling place today.
Such as it is, it's a busy day, as I've been saying. It's election day in Florida. I've been urging people to always vote, but vote in the races that you know and you made a decision on, because this is the day where your vote begins to count, right?
Absolutely. It's very important, folks. If you've not voted, please get out and vote. And like Dave said, make sure that you understand who you're voting for. Don't just vote to go vote.
Absolutely. Setting the table for the morning. Yesterday was one of those mixed bags on Wall Street, and it was almost a mirror opposite of what we've seen for the last few days. Dow was off by about 0.33%, which isn't any great shakes as volatile as things are today. NASDAQ, on the other hand, was up by a full 1%. And you and I were talking before we went on the air, Phillip. It sounds like that was more than anything else just course correction, because the Dow had been going up and the NASDAQ had been going down. They just kind of all reached that middle line yesterday and reversed course for a day.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that they just kind of, the NASDAQ had been some pressure on it, so it was probably just some buy signals came in that pushed it up.
No, understood. Yeah, there wasn't any news that really shook everything one direction or the other. Most of anything, this is just chart action more than anything. Start the day out with a little bit of government data dump action, and not bad news on the housing sector. Building permits last month were up by 18.8%. And housing starts, this was really good news, climbed by, what do I have, reading my handwriting, 22.6%, Phillip?
Yes, sir. That's a pretty good increase over the prior month. And they came in at almost 1.5 million new housing starts, which was about 250,000 more than expected. So, anytime you see the construction industry plowing ahead and moving forward, that is always a good sign for our economy.
Absolutely, because housing being one of those big-ticket items that supports so many ancillary industries, good for labor, good for home improvement businesses, good for just about every line of work. It's good news to see a pleasant surprise on housing starts. Talk about money being spent. We're still in earnings season, and some big names reporting. The biggest name of all, Walmart, reported, and I didn't see an earning per share number, Phillip, but when I start looking at 97% increases in some money, in some measures, a 79.4% increase in profit, boy, they're doing just fine on Wally World, aren't they?
Yes, sir. They came in well. They came in at $1.56 a share earnings, which is 31 cents ahead of estimates. Here's the big deal. Their same-store sales, right, were up 9.3% compared to the 5.4% that was expected. So almost double what was expected. Obviously, they're one of the benefactors of this whole COVID-19 thing. It's been helped their bottom line substantially. Now, they were trading down. Yeah, they're still trading down. They're trading down about 0.75% right now. And I think for them, it's just a matter that they're right up against their 52-week high. And I think that if you really realistically look at Walmart, right, they've benefited from COVID. As COVID starts to get fixed, which hopefully between now and the end of the year is going to get fixed, well, then not so much people are going to be relying on the Walmarts and the Home Depots. They will have done those things that needed that extra stuff there. So I'm thinking maybe that's putting a little pressure on them today.
And expectations after the, as you said, COVID rush, for lack of a better term, they'll end up returning to their baseline performance, which certainly isn't chopped liver, is it?
No, absolutely not. I mean, they've always been a good performing stock.
Absolutely. Yeah, it helps to remember, even though we talk about buy local, and I will stand on that every time. The statistics say, like better than 1% of the population is employed by Walmart, and it affects the employment picture for almost 2% of our nation's population. So Walmart doing well is not a bad thing. Walmart hurting a mom and pop store is not, but they're definitely a mover and shaker both on the employment front and obviously on the commerce front in the country. So them doing well is not a bad thing.
Well, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. So and we had another big time name come out too, Dave.
Yeah.
Home Depot reported. They had a really good quarter also. They came in at $4.02 a share for earnings, which was better than the $3.71 that was expected. Now, let's just talk about their same-store sales. You thought Walmart did a good job. Listen to Home Depot.
How big a beat was?
They 23.4% increase in same-store sales compared to the 10.9% that was expected. Again, more than double.
I think we call that kicking butt, wouldn't we?
Yeah, they really did have a good quarter. I lost my stock price. That's one of the downsides working from the truck. I know they were up substantially when I looked at them a minute ago. So
I'm looking at my winners and losers list. I don't see them on there, but I did notice that MarketWatch said they were climbing steadily in pre-market trade. You also got Advanced Auto Parts in this morning, another household name.
Yeah, we do. We have Home Depot's up 1%. How's that for quick? Yes, they did. They came in. Advanced Auto Parts did well. They beat by almost $1 a share. Came in at $2.92 a share. Revenue was also ahead. Again, they beat their same store sales by almost 300%. They came in at 7.5%. They're expected to come in at 2.6% same store sales. So good things happening for them too. And they're trading. Well,
they're way up.
There we go. Yep, they're trading up over 4.5% this morning, Dave. And then the last one I have for you is Kohl's Department Store.
Yes.
So Kohl's, right, they lost money. We expected them to lose money. They lost 25 cents a share. But, Dave, that was a lot better than expected. They were expected to lose over 80 cents a share. Revenue came in above forecast. Now, they did not give any same-store sales numbers this quarter because so many of their stores were closed.
I was going to say,
they're not,
over here in brick-and-mortar retail is about a really meaningless number, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. And I think Kohl's was one of those companies that did a pretty decent job of trying to switch to online. Now, they're still getting beat up this morning. I'm not sure why when they beat the number so big, but they're trading down this morning a little over 8%.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would expect I could explain a little bit of a downtick just because the discounter, the Walmart was doing so doggone well. Look at the zero-based. Look at kind of a zero-sum thing, but I wouldn't expect to be able to beat the street and still go down by 8%. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's causing that, unless there's just some charting going on, some technical analysis that's driving that.
Somebody drilled down in the data and found something they didn't like anyway. Resetting the table, mixed bag on Wall Street yesterday. We got some pleasant surprises on the reports and pleasant surprises with the government data dump. 45 minutes before we open, Phillip, what are we looking at this morning so far?
Hey, right now, Dave, the indexes are all in the green. We've got the S&P 500 up about between 1/10 and 0.2%, same exact thing as the Dow. And then we've got the NASDAQ doing well. It's up almost 0.5% this morning before we get opened up. And let's switch over here to commodities. Man, gold is kicking butt this morning. It's up 1.2%, back over $2,000 to $2,022 an ounce. Silver also up a little over 3%. It's trying to get back over 30, Dave. It's at 28.54 right now. And then crude oil, man, it's down about 1/3% to $42.73. And this morning, Dave, I was heading north to Avon Park to take Charlie Sue to the groomers this morning, and you know, almost every gas station I passed, $1.99, $1.96. So our gas prices are falling substantially around here.
Absolutely. It looks like they're starting to feel settled in at the trading range. That decrease in crude oil is from last night. I think it's a little bit better than it was yesterday morning at this time, though.
I think it is too, Dave.
Yeah, cheaper gas and better per barrel oil prices. That's the mixture we'd really like to see. Overseas markets, by and large, Asia was mixed at the close early this morning. Europe is also somewhat mixed. England is flat to slightly pink. The German markets are up substantially midway through their day. Phillip, I know you're busy, not in the office physically today, but the office is open. How do I get a hold of your folks to make an appointment and figure out how to make retirement work for me and my family?
Hey, folks can give us a call to schedule their financial x-ray to make sure that that they're in the right spot for where they are in terms of retirement. Call us at 382-0037. Hey, check out our website, statlerfinancial.com. It's been updated in the last 10 days to 2 weeks. And on there, you will see a tab under events. You can register for our Friday with Phillip this coming Friday, 11:30. Where you can bring your questions and get answers right there on the spot. So a great time. And then join us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and noon on Saturday, 10 a.m. Sunday mornings on Highlands News Talk, 7:30.
It's like distance learning for grown-ups, right?
Absolutely. I mean, just bring their questions and get some answers to anything that's been bugging you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. You have a good day. Don't get sunburned, all right?
All right, man. You take care. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Phillip. It's 105.7 Light FM and Statler Financial Services, Phillip Statler.
Hey, folks, again, I want to come to you with the video. I hope you're doing well. I want to thank you for joining us today as I prepare to do some civil duty here and get out and campaign for my candidate. I hope that you'll go vote for yours this morning at the polling place of your choice. So, hey, take care. Again, join us this Friday for Friday with Phillip, 11:30. You can go to my website at statlerfinancial.com under the events tab and register there. Have a great day. I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow.